Hello, my friends. It's Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Well, it's a little hot out here. Today, the 90 was supposed to be the high, and 74 the low. Uh, Today, we're getting a little bit of wind. Not a big wind, but we got some wind coming in. Uh, Today, I want to talk about buying a car in the Philippines. What it's like, what you need to do. Um, you need to bring your visa and not a tourist visa. It's not going to get you any. Uh, determining what kind of car you want. Uh, we wanted a new car, so we started at the Toyota dealer in Salang, which is a small city along the Aguinaldo Road. Uh, we'd stopped by there before and went and looked at the cars. And a pretty young uh, sales lady uh, helped me, showed me the round. Yeah, she's a pretty little thing. And Ida was with me, but I was flirting with this young sales lady a little bit. And so I saw what the prices were and had an idea how much money I was going to bring because we were going to pay cash for it. That's money we had saved and for the sale of our house and our cars back in the U.S. Uh, so we had enough money to do that. So we went in there and I decided we needed a truck, and they didn't have the truck I wanted, the color of it. So we didn't buy anything, but it said we'll be back later. Of course, hadn't gotten the money yet, so we had to go and do all of that stuff. So I had an idea of what the price was going to be, and we told our banker, she's a friend, nice looking lady herself, and single now. Her husband, who's a Filipino, but he went and worked in the USA, and he met an American lady, and he had a new girlfriend, and so she was pissed about him, and he was going to get the divorce, filed for divorce, so she could remarry and stuff. But she's a real nice lady, and you just have to go by the bank and meet her if you're interested. Uh, she had the cash. This is just a little branch bank here in Alfonso, and so we had to give her time to go get the money from the main banks to her, and so we had over $1 million pesos of cash in a bag. And we went back to Salang, and a little sales lady was there, and he showed us around. They had a white Toyota truck that was pretty nice, but I didn't really want white. And so we didn't buy there. We went on to Santa Rosa, which is a much bigger city further towards Manila, and in Laguna, and we walked in there, and well, I had our son-in-law and my daughter were there, and uh, so we started looking through there and had my burnt orange colored truck, uh, Hilux, I think is what it is. Yeah, what is that called? But anyway, that was the one I wanted. So we started negotiations. Since we were going to pay cash, they took a little bit of the price down, dropped the price down, and we also wanted a backup camera because it didn't have one in there. And so they said, "Yep, we'll put that in there." And I said, "I want the liner, that plastic liner that goes and it fits in the bed of the truck." They agreed to that. So I was happy, uh, and we had to come back. I think the next day. I can't remember, but we got and then ready for the payment, and here we have this big back of over $1 million. And it took them a couple of hours to count it all, and we bought us a new truck. Oh yeah, they let us take it, and we had to bring it back the next day for them to put in the camera and all that stuff. Uh, so we got a good deal on it, and I was happy. Of course, I had the SRV visa, and so that was no problem. They had to photograph my passport and all of that stuff. And voila, we got our truck. Uh, so that's one of the things you have to consider. Uh, Whether you're going to finance it. Usually their financing is only for like 3 or 5 years. So you have to come up with a good sized down payment and then pay it off over the 3 or 5 years. I don't know if they'll give you, you can get them to throw in stuff if you're financing, but since we had cash, they did. So we drove it home. I drove it home. I got myself introduced real quick to uh, Philippine traffic, and that's what I want to talk about next. Is that uh, my son-in-law and friends were saying, "Drive like a Filipino." What? No, I'm not going to drive like a Filipino. And Jesus, the traffic around you. Driving here in the Philippines is you're putting your life in danger every time you get into the car. Uh, you have in Manila, you have to watch out for buses, taxis, jeepneys, cars, trikes, motorcycles. It is just crazy there. Uh, I I don't like driving in Manila, so you're it's best to let somebody else drive, a Filipino drive. Uh, Now in the province areas, it's different. Yes, you still have buses, trucks, jeepneys, trikes, uh, people, uh, cows, chickens, dogs, cats. Uh, Sometimes pretty young ladies, though, walking along the road too. So you have to watch out for those. That's what I do when Maida's driving. I watch out for those pretty young ladies walking along the road. I never say anything about it, but I'm sure she notices that. So, uh, and it's, I mean, if you ever take a defensive driving course back in the U.S., that will help you driving here in the Philippines. And I, when Midas drives me now, I don't drive anymore. I'm too damn old and ornery, and uh, so I don't like to be cussing everybody out while I'm driving. So I just sit over in the passenger seat and keep my mouth shut, other than telling Mida, slow down, don't get that close. I'm a backseat driver. Uh, she gets exasperated about me commenting, but she tends to drive a little too fast and too close, and that's caused a couple of accidents that she's had. So if you want a car, go ahead and buy one. Just be sure you have all the requirements. Your sales lady can tell you what you'll need. And there are some pretty sales ladies in these dealerships too. Uh, so go ahead and do that. It's probably best that you let your wife drive you. I know my blood pressure would be sky high after I was driving. And it's a little lower with Mida driving, but sometimes she gets in a, ah! That's what it's, and so driving is an adventure here in the Philippines. And expect the unexpected, because on these provincial roads like here, there'll be chickens or goats or cows grazing alongside the road, kids everywhere, and they're walking around on the streets. So you don't want to hit one of those. You don't want to hit a person because it's going to be your fault. And you will have to come up with money if you hit somebody. So this is a wonderful place to be retired to, but there are things that it's not like back in the home country. It's no way. I wish they would have defensive driving courses here in the Philippines. It might make things better for you, but I doubt if any of them would take it anyway. So y'all have a great day. If you need any information, you can contact me, and I'll give you my experiences and stuff. This is based on my experience. But course, my experience counts higher than other people. Anyway, I'm just kidding y'all. All right, take care. Have a great day. This is fairly nice, but it's a little hot. Uh, and take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your pets. That's one of the things that I hate seeing is a car or a motorcycle hitting a dog or a cat. Uh, it really gives a bad feeling and a bad memory. So we'll see you again tomorrow. I think we're going to go to the volcano. And as you see, that the volcano is not why it's so hot here. It has nothing to do with this heat. So take care. Adios, amigos and amigas. See you again.